everybody, my name is Rec, and welcome to Soup Saturday. Oh yes, here we are, the very first Soup Saturday, and we're starting off strong. The soup that we've got for this one is cheesy jalapeno burger with bacon bits. So we're gonna see how that, that is. We've got it all heated up here. If we want to take a look at that. It definitely looks interesting. First impression, it looks a little crazy. We're gonna pick a random soup each week. We're gonna try this soup, and then I'll give it a rating at the end. We'll just keep track of them that way. See which ones are good, which ones are bad. So the first Soup Saturday. First bite, first impression. Let's see how this goes. Not a horrible first impression. Times I messed up by eating a homemade family-sized lasagna for every meal over 2 days. You're telling me that for 6 meals a day.
What?
You're telling me that for 6 meals straight, this guy ate an entire family-sized lasagna. He just wanted, first thing in the morning when he wakes up, lasagna. I've made a terrible mistake and learned a valuable lesson. Allow me to walk you through the last 3 days of hell. My housemate went on holiday Tuesday morning, leaving me alone for the week. I don't often get time alone, so I planned my time around working a little each day, then playing games for the rest of the day, and had an amazing idea. I was going to make a massive homemade lasagna and eat it over the course of the week. That's your first problem. Day one, Tuesday morning. So I get all the stuff and spend an hour or so making a massive 7-layer lasagna with nearly a whole block of cheese, several tins of tomatoes, and a layer of applesauce in the middle to give it a sweet tang. Applesauce in your lasagna? What does that even do to it? Other than just make it sweet. I feel like that would be such a weird texture. I guess it doesn't matter because you're already putting sauce in it, but Tuesday lunchtime, portion 1. I fried some chips, fries, and garlic bread. What? Fries and garlic bread. And sat down to eat. It was amazing. I was so thrilled it turned out great. Tuesday evening portion 2. Still just as delicious, even better, maybe letting it sit for a few hours. Nothing brewing in my body yet. It was the calm before the storm. Yeah, I bet, pal. I bet all that cheese is gonna just kill you. Tuesday midnight portion 3. So he's not even having them for normal meals. He's having them at literally the middle of the night, which that's another mistake. You're gonna just be dying on the toilet for the next week. I believe this was my first mistake. I'd been smoking a few joints and watching AVGN on YouTube, and all of a sudden I remember that I made a massive lasagna. I tried to resist, but my stoner brain only lasted about 5 minutes before I had more and cooked some midnight garlic bread to go with it. It still tasted good. After eating, I noticed I was starting to get acid relax. So you're already having problems with it the first night, and you literally were I'm gonna just do this another day. Wednesday morning, portion 4, I woke up and my stomach was grumbling, so I went and plated up another helping lasagna. It tasted okay, not as delicious as my previous 3 helpings, but I put that down to it being early and I had just woken up. My first thought is not, hey, I need to eat lasagna or pasta at all at first thing in the morning. Especially if you're waking up from being in pain at the midnight the night before eating lasagna, just stop. What is the point? What are you trying to prove? I felt better after, so quickly forgot about it. This is insane. When my stomach hurts, the last thing I'm gonna do is be you know what? I just gotta keep eating lasagna. Also, how do you just forget that you were in pain the night before and just continue eating lasagna? I don't really understand it. It's just got a weird aftertaste to it. We're gonna skip ahead. He went and ate it again for lunchtime because he had to do work and just didn't want to cook, so he just made more lasagna. Maybe it's because I've had no salad or vegetables with it. That will make it taste better and give me something to sort my stomach out. So I made some salad, more garlic bread. The fact that you're having garlic bread for every single meal too with it is so crazy to me. I've never really liked garlic bread, so I don't understand the desire to just eat garlic bread for 6 meals a day. Like, that's crazy. They're not even timed out like correct time meals. Like, you're just eating lasagna whenever you feel like eating lasagna. Dude, the smell is probably rancid. That's a lot of dairy and garlic that you've been consuming. Times I messed up by getting my cat's butt juice on my lips. Butt juice? You're getting your cat's butt juice on your lips. What juice does your cat have coming out of its butt? And also, why is your cat's butt anywhere near your lips? Last night started like any other. I had just finished my 5-step skincare routine, my face glowing, my pores clean, feeling like I had just stepped out of a spa. Perfect. And was ready for bed. My cat, my little fur demon, has his own cozy spot to sleep right beside my bed. Like the doting pet parent I am, I always make sure he's tucked in before I settle down. As I leaned over to show him to his spot, I noticed his fluffy little butt was right in my face. No big deal, he's a cat and cats are weird like that. Cats just be doing weird things, so I get it. But then in the blink of an eye, my life took a horrifying turn. Out of nowhere, I felt something wet hit my face. Specifically my lips, my freshly moisturized, perfectly cleansed skin. It took me a second to process what had just happened, but when the smell hit me, I knew. My cat had just blasted me with anal gland discharge. So your cat sprayed you. That's disgusting. Like, I thought my cat was spraying in the bathroom and it smelled disgusting. The fact that you got this on your lips or anywhere near your face is absolutely rancid. Now, I've been in the kind of jobs where I've dealt with people's piss, blood, and vomit. None of that phases me anymore, but this was on another level. It didn't even smell like poop. No, it smelled like pure, unfiltered gas, the kind of smell that feels ancient and existential, like it crawled out of the depths of hell itself. I ran to the sink, scrubbing my face in sheer panic, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and yet somehow the smell lingered, haunting me, refusing to leave. I swear I could feel it burrowing into my skin like a cursed hex. My cat, he just sat there staring at me like I was the one who ruined his night. Moral of the story, don't trust a cat butt near your face, no matter how cute they are, and no skincare routine in the world can prepare you for a betrayal like this. They make it sound like really lighthearted, like they enjoyed it, the way they worded it a little bit, but like it was an inconvenience, and it just feels weird the way that they describe their cat's butt, if that makes sense. Like, to literally just on repeat call it.
It's like this, oh, cute, fluffy little cat butt.
It's still its butt, and I feel like that's weird. I don't know. Like, I understand liking your cat. That's weird. And, like, I guess you paid the price for just letting your cat keep his butt near you. That's just what you get, I guess. Time I messed up by making my ex a PowerPoint hoping to win her back. Relationships are tough. Breaking up and like leaving people and just all the emotions with it. Everything is just tough and everyone has their own experiences. Why are you making a PowerPoint? Are you guys going into like a business meeting and just like sitting down like, here's what I have to present to you today?
I'm going to kill myself and it's your fault!
My ex broke up with me a few months back. Since then, I've been having a really hard time moving on. She was my everything and I couldn't stop thinking about how to get her back. I tried reaching out multiple times, messaging her, asking her to play games with me, and even texting her casually, but her responses are always distant. She made it clear she didn't want anything one-on-one with me. There you go, right there, right off the bat. You're already... She broke up with you and wants space. You're, like, just don't do anything. But, like, to just be, like, play games, like, she clearly doesn't want to be around you or with you. Like, just leave her alone. So, like, how are we getting to the PowerPoint stage? Because that's a crazy jump. I thought I could fix things if I explained myself better, so I made a PowerPoint presentation with all the reasons why we should give our relationship another chance and apologized for constantly crossing boundaries. I asked her to get on a call with me to share it, and she agreed. During the call, she listened to the presentation but told me that she's tired of repeating herself and explaining why she doesn't want to be with me and called me selfish. She then said she doesn't even want to play games with me anymore and blocked me on the only platform I could contact her on. Now I feel completely devastated and lost. I care about her so much, I don't know how to let go. Feels like she was the most important person in my life. Now I don't know what to do. Parentheses, I know what I did was not the right thing to do. Okay, so you're already acknowledging it, but like, this is so specific. Like, I don't think you can just be making PowerPoints and then successfully get a relationship back. especially once they've decided, like, it just feels very manipulative to make a PowerPoint, to be like, here's why we need to get back together. You have to say yes or I'm going to be upset about it. Like, that's so crazy. And also to just like whip up this PowerPoint. Like, I really want to see this PowerPoint. This guy said, it's okay, brother. You're done now. You've tried every option, PowerPoint being the last one. PowerPoint being the last one is crazy. There's a lot, I don't know. Just have respect for people and like leave people alone. But like PowerPoint is like a psycho level behavior. Like, no wonder she wants to leave if you're making PowerPoints to try to like make her stay with you. Like, that's so crazy. I'm just gonna take like a minute and eat some of this soup. It's not like a horrible soup, but I'm like, do I ever want to buy this again? There's a piece of bacon. All right, time I messed up by getting way too excited about a sushi robot. So the way that you've already presented this, it feels like you're gonna do something with your wiener and the robot. I'm sorry, that's just what it sounds like. I really hope that's not where this is going. There's a new sushi restaurant in my town and they have robots delivering the food. I'd never seen anything like it, so I was beyond excited. The robot was adorable with anime-style eyes on a screen for a face. I couldn't stop gushing about how cute and futuristic it was. Partway through the meal, I heard the sound of electric wheels behind me. I nudged my boyfriend and said, "Here comes the robot." I was smiling, ready to see it roll by when I turned around. It wasn't the robot. It was a severely disabled child in an electric wheelchair with an oxygen mask. I have never wanted to vanish into thin air so badly. I belong in hell. Too long, didn't read, got excited about a sushi robot, loudly pointed it out, and turned around to find it was a disabled child in a wheelchair. That's crazy. So you're just in this sushi restaurant and you just yell, "Here comes the robot!" And there's just a disabled child in a wheelchair? That's so crazy to me. That child probably went home. Like, the oxygen mask also just makes it so crazy. Like, the fact that he also had an oxygen mask on and he's probably like breathing like heavy or like, and it probably like made noise. Like, this kid really probably thought he just got called a robot, like, intentionally. Especially just the excitement and the smile behind it. Like, no, it's just a handicapped child. What was their reaction? The family ignored me, understandably so. Like, what do you say to that, too? Like, if someone just calls your disabled child a robot, like, "Here comes the robot," and it's just in a restaurant, like, what do you say to that? That's so crazy. As it gets colder, it doesn't necessarily get better. Like, it's got a little bit of a tang in the back of your throat from the jalapeno, but it's not, like, overly spicy, so it's not, like, horrible if you're not, like, super into spice. But we're gonna look at one more. Today I messed up by drinking coffee. I want to preface this by saying I'm a messy person. I'm aware. I'm going to be completely changing my ways after this. Earlier today, a friend bought me an iced coffee while I was at work. My favorite kind, too. However, I had gotten super busy at work and wasn't able to drink it, but it was fine. I could drink it later. After work, I went and picked her up and went to the movies, and after I brought her home, my coffee was still in the car. By this point, it's dark out and impossible to see anything. My coffee's been sitting there for maybe 2 hours, so of course I decided to drink it. Reasonable time to be leaving coffee, you know, in a vehicle or just, I feel like pretty much any beverage. As long as there's no milk in it, like, I feel like you're fine. Over half of it is remaining at this point. As I drive home, I sip it until I get home, at which point I shake it a little. I see something vaguely dark in the bottom. For a few seconds, I assume it must be some chocolate, until I suddenly remember it's vanilla and there's no chocolate. Oh my god. Keep in mind it's super dark out and dark out still, and I'm sitting in my driveway. So I lift it up, tilting it, only to see a dead mouse. I almost finished the coffee and it had a dead mouse in it. It's been an hour and I haven't been able to think of trying to eat or drink anything without wanting to throw up. The cup is still in my car because I panicked. I don't want to get back in my car. Too long, didn't read. I drank coffee and discovered it had a dead mouse in it after drinking it. That's disgusting. Like, how is your... There's no way there could have been a mouse from like the coffee place, right? Like there's definitely no way. So your car is just that filthy that a mouse got into your coffee and you drank it. That's disgusting. Like I've had mice in my house that I've had to get rid of, and I don't even like having them in the same building as me. The fact that you basically drank mouse soup, which is pretty like disgusting to think about. It was just vanilla mouse soup that you ate or drank. The fact that it sat for so long too, like it just sat and probably stewed in that for like 2 hours straight, just soaking in coffee. That's disgusting. It's on theme for today's episode though, soup. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to eat anymore after that because that was disgusting. So I'm just gonna finish this. All right. So official rating. So what was this one? Cheesy jalapeno burger with bacon bits. It's like not horrible. If you're looking for something spicy, it's got like a little hint in the back of your throat that's spicy, but it's not like super like strong. It is jalapeno, so it's just kind of like a dull jalapeno spice. Gonna be honest, didn't really taste the bacon in it. The burger, it's like little like circle like burger patties, which is kind of interesting that they didn't just like cut it up. I think it's wild that they tried to make it like a burger in like a soup form. I'm gonna be honest, I only bought this because it says new on the can, and like this also has a crazy amount of sodium in it. 1,720 milligrams of sodium per container because there's 2 servings per can. So basically I just got like a day's worth of sodium in that one can of soup, which is crazy. Knocking a little bit of points off just because like the sodium level is crazy, and like it was okay. I can't tell what kind of cheese it was. It's not like horrible. I wouldn't probably buy it again. It's not like the worst soup, but it was okay to eat. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Like I would eat it, but like it's just a weird texture. It's so like, because you see the cheese and you're expecting it to be a little more thick, kind of like a chowder, and it's just really runny and watery, which is fine if that's what you're into. But this is a wild combo that we're starting out with. Burger soup, eat the burger soup. But yeah, that's all I've got. I'm just gonna go. So thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, click the link below if you enjoyed, and check out some of the other videos we've got posted. We got more coming out. Every week we're doing Soup Saturday, baby. Trying a new soup next week. Come join us next Saturday when we're gonna try another soup and do something else cool. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.